What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, friends. I know I have a bright light behind me. Guess I need to work on my lighting in the shop, but it works for working on bikes. So anyway, as I'm cleaning up the shop, if you saw that video of my freaking terror tornado mess, I was looking around thinking, what do we work on next once the shadow is done? And looked next to my workbench, and we have the Maxim XJ750. So this is an 82 XJ750. If you've been here a while, you'll remember she went on a test ride and she let me sit, which I think was only because she ran out of gas. But this was a barn find. All I did was put a battery on it and clean out the tank with some acetone, and then got her running. So she's really quite... Oh, that's right, I had to put a rear tire on it, a whole rear wheel. Go back and watch those videos. If you look up my playlist for the Maxim XJ750, all those videos should be there. If not, let me know. But let me turn the phone around and I'll show you what we got here. There's a couple things we do need to do to this. It is time to clean the carburetors. And since the tank is off, tank's sitting over yonder somewhere. But I'll show you what we got going on here. This bike seems to be pretty stock. Look at that. Still has baffles in the tailpipe. Other side, same deal. Hey, there's another oil. Okay, so I think if I remember correctly, most of our electronics worked. We do have this mess going on here. Somebody deleted the fuses, and I don't know. I guess they have fuses in these carriers. So I guess we still have fuses, which is good. They kind of butchered it all up, but all in all, it ran down the road just fine, so I guess it worked. Oh, Uni air filter. Now I know what that means. Did not check the air filter on this, did I? I would think I had. You would think I had. Well, I think I have to take off this cover to check that, so I might do that. This stuff just needs to go. I don't even know if it's wired into anything. I'm not gonna mess with it if it is, as long as the bike runs good, or runs at all. So that is the thing. I took this for a test drive. It ran, fired up, but we do need to take the carburetors out. It has sat in a barn for years. I can't really see. 2014, probably since 2015. And it's damp in my shop, just so you know. Everything's sweating. Everything is sweating. The one thing we need to do, other than the carburetors and checking the air filter, which, yeah, I don't think I did. This does have fresh oil. Is I noticed that our valve cover was leaking up here in the front. And I don't think I'm going to do that now. But this cover should come off, and we should look into that. What is this? This doesn't look like a Yamaha wire. This might be for, oh, it's going to the starter. I guess that's our start button, huh? Is this the one? Oh, it has this crazy starter button that is not factory. So I guess that still works because it worked for me. Anyway, ooh, this looks like brake fluid. I think our reservoir has seen better days. It's seeping out and eating the paint off of that. So that's cool. We do need a new mirror on this side, but one's enough. And there's the dashboard. There were electrical issues that I don't know that we're solved. But, oh, we got a new key. I had to get a new key off of the code, and worked just fine. Fit into all the locks, I believe. So we're going to work on getting the air filter checked. Probably need to order one. Getting the carburetors out. But since the tank's off, we don't really have to disconnect much. What is this? I don't know. This looks like it came off the fuel petcock. Oh my gosh, everything's wet. So, really, what we need to do here, loosen up the boots. Loosen up all the boots here. There isn't even any clamps on the airbox side. Oh, they seem actually pretty, they don't seem hard at all. At least this one seems pliable. And we'll wiggle these carburetors out. We need to detach, what's that, the choke cable and the throttle cable. And then we'll be good to go. Pull out the carbs, give them a good cleaning, and then put them back in and see what we have. XJ750 Maxim. I guess I have a seat for it. I haven't seen this bike together for a while. I don't even know where my stuff is. I know where the gas tank is. That's over there. Right there. And then, yeah, I guess we have a seat somewhere. So I'll work on loosening up these clamps and let's get the carburetors out. Okay, I have to bring you in on this because I find it hilarious. So this is a barn find Maxim XJ750. And I got the airbox cover off. And what I find hilarious is I actually ran this bike. Yeah, so it's a barn find. So you know that mice were in here. Guys, I just want to show you, there is no air filter. There is no air filter. There is an air filter housing, but there is no air filter. It should be down in here, but it's not. So that either means that I did clean this out and got all this junk out of there just so it wasn't sucked up in the engine. Oh, there's some crap there too. So either I did get it out or it's gone. So much for the uni air filter. There's nothing left of this thing. So I'm going to look on eBay and see what the air filter actually looks like for this thing. Is there something that sticks in around this cartridge here? Because there's definitely nothing left. Maybe I was in there when I got it, and maybe the previous owner was in there when they got it. Somebody was in there, because there should be a bunch of filter laying around here, and there's not. There's actually no filter at all. So, whatever this is. Yeah. Is that snake skin? Dude, that looks like snake skin. Sorry, just scared myself. It might actually be snake skin. Crazy. I don't know what a snake would be doing in my airbox. So anyway, it looks like snakeskin. Sorry, I shouldn't be scared of it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just plastic. We're gonna go with it's just plastic. All right, so anyway, yeah, time to order an air filter. Yeah, this is probably just something from around here. Oh, guys. Oh, it's just disintegrating. Just disintegrating. Okay, so junk. just thought I'd show you that. Now, onto the carburetors. All right, we're on the other side of the bike. Had to move it a little bit, but this might be why one of my electronic things wasn't working. This was obviously not even hooked up to anything, and I don't know what it hooks up to. We have a black and a dark green wire, it looks like. I'll have to look at that. And then it comes back here, slides in there. So, obviously not doing the job it was meant to do. Over here, you have your CDI, your regulator rectifier, all that's in there. This bike needs a good cleanup. Shaft drive, giant shocks in the back, adjustable, set at 4. Over here we have your seat latch. There's a latch on both sides, so you have to undo both sides to get that out. And so we'll just set this over here. I did look it up. That whole thing right here, this right here, this is trash. I'll get a new filter and it'll pop right in there in place of that. And right now, these clamps, whoop, yeah, like I said, there's no clamps on the back. And this boot feels pretty good too. These are not stock Yamaha clamps for sure. But they seem to fit, seem to work. And I don't like how everything's sweating in here. So gross. So anyway, this one's undone, the one on the other side, and then we'll probably just push these down, whichever side starts giving first, probably push these down this way, and then pull them backwards. But it is the Yamaha X motor, and like I said, 750 that has run before, and I still have barn dirt on it because I vowed not to clean it, but it's pretty dirty. Maybe we'll clean it. If we get it running again, we'll have to clean her up. All right, so what I actually ended up doing is pulling out the bolt from the airbox that holds it to the frame right there on top, and then basically lifting up, getting it out of the boots on the airbox, and then as you go, lifting it up out of the front boots. And now, I guess I have to figure out, is it better to come out the left or the right? I feel like I don't know that yet. To disconnect the choke cable, I just unscrewed this bolt here, or screw, and then lifted it out of that mount. I could lift it out of there pretty easily. Once I lifted it up past the boots, got it all out. I think it could go out either way, but I pulled it out the right side of the bike. And now here's my throttle cable right here. So I need to get that down and out of there. Actually, it might be easier to lift this. Yeah, just lift this, pop it out of there, and then flip her down, and she'll slide right out of there. All right, so now we should be free of everything. Ready? Just be careful of your wiring. I think everything's out of the way. There we go. One rack of carburetors. And I don't plan to dismantle these, so I shouldn't have to sync them if they're in sync. And like I said, guys, they did run, so they shouldn't be that dirty. Got some crud there. Probably added that as I pulled them out of the cruddy bike. So now we have a giant hole. Yeah, look at all that crap. I'll probably end up pulling these off and cleaning them up. Soaping them up. Oh, wait. This one's broken. This one might not be any good. Oh, and it's hard. I might have to replace these. I wonder if I can buy them. Yeah. Second one in there is crapped up. First one, a little crapped up. I'll have to see if I can get those. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. Carbs are out. I'm happy. I'll open up the float bowls and see how they are. See you on the next one.